Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your next 6 weeks reading. And this is your Transformational Life Coach reading with me, your favorite Transformational Life Coach, Karen, at Coached by Karen. All right, everybody, I know it's been a hot minute since we were together, but we're back together again. That's what matters. Life has been busy, work has been busy, but let's get into it for you. All right, I'm excited to see what's going on for you, Aquarius. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm going to take 2 cards for you, Aquarius. The first one will represent you. The next one will be your situation, the most significant situation of the month. So, 6 of Wands. Aquarius, I like this for you. This is amazing. So, 6 of Wands, you are being recognized. You are standing out of out of everybody else. I really love this card for you because I feel like it's been a heck of a ride, actually, because the 6 of Wands follows the 5 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands is, confusion, misunderstandings, competition, and, just kind of like battles, grumpy energy, just not getting anywhere. And I guess it really does kind of make sense because we have just come out of Mercury retrograde on the 10th of this month, and this is the 18th. So, we should be well on our way out of that. And I also feel with this card, Aquarius, I do feel that, if you've been sending out resumes or, on the dating scene or, trying to find a home or something like that, something that requires action or trying to get a project rolling, I feel like now you're going to start to see some things. Now people are going to say, oh my gosh, hey, there's Aquarius. And you're like, hi, yeah, hi, whoo, I've been here all the time. Thanks for noticing. Anyway, we'll be gracious and we'll say thank you for noticing. Yes, I am here. Let's get busy. Let's get to work. Let's get something accomplished here. So I feel like you're finally getting noticed when things, it was like you felt like, what, am I invisible? What's going on with you people? Right? So good for you. Oh, wow. Yeah. All right. Nice. Aquarius, we have the Magician. So this is your situation. So definitely lots and lots of communication going on here for you. And, because this represents Mercury, which is what I was just saying, actually. Yeah, I really do feel it's like things are now starting to move. It's like now people are returning your phone calls, returning your texts, reaching out again. I don't know. Honestly, it's like, I'm sure you felt like you were somehow invisible. Like, what happened? Like, was there some sort of glitch in the universe? It's like, am I even here? What timeline am I on? Like, hello, everybody. Gosh. But, I just feel for you that now things are going to start moving. Now you're going to be getting, like I said, communication, etc. And you're ready to roll because, people are ready to so get your stuff together because Aquarius, I feel like, you kind of probably just like, stop shaving your legs or something because you're like, well, who cares? Nobody's even like, I'm invisible, so nobody can see my hairy legs. But, get your shit together because I feel like you're going to need to move very quickly because Mercury energy can be very fast. And now that Mercury is out of retrograde, as I said a few minutes ago, I feel like, all the things that you've been trying to accomplish, trying to do, it's like, okay, now, it was like a case of hurry up and wait, but let's get cracking. So I do feel absolutely. So, but you know what, also with the Magician, let's just make sure that the people reaching out to you are, you just make sure that everything's cool. Like they're reaching back out to you for the right reasons. Okay. Like if somebody was being a jerk and ignoring you, ghosted you on text or, you were dating and having a great time and all of a sudden they vanished, or whatever, if you were, a job or anyway, just make sure that everything is cool because there is a little bit of a trickster, no paranoia required, Aquarius, but there, we just want to make sure because, the Magician can be a little bit of a trickster. So let's just make sure that everybody's intentions are aligned. Okay. See, I can't even talk now. And we just said Mercury's moved forward. So I really shouldn't be, but it's interesting because Mercury is communication. So because I'm that's all folks at the moment, I kind of feel like that's really for you. That's a message for you, actually, Aquarius, to just make sure you've got your ducks in a row. You know what you're going to say. You know why you're showing up. What's your why? What's your how? You know what I mean? It's like, who are you? You know, make sure everything's polished and ready to present. And you know, I mean, here in North America, in the Northern Hemisphere, wherever you may be, you know, we're kind of rolling back, you know, we're kind of waking up from summer, you know, we're, you know, having to wear shoes again, you know, having to put clothes on, or more clothes, and, you know, getting back into the swing of things, right? Getting back to school, getting back to work, getting back to business, yada, yada, all that jazz. So I really feel it's like, yeah, things are, you know, it's time, right? Your little hiatus, your little siesta is over. All right, let's put these people here. So, but things are going to, you're coming out of, you know, you're becoming visible again. All right. So make sure it's fabulous, you know, like, you know, get the roots touched up if you know, you need to shave those legs, you know, shave the face if you know, whatever you've got going on there, you know, make yourself presentable, you know, make yourself articulate. All right. So let's see. Oh, I don't want to do that one yet. Let's get some more, let's get some, oracle cards for you here. Okay, Aquarius. Yeah, I don't know if this feels like a lot of confusion around you right now too. I'm like, Frig, what the hell's going on? All right, so, all right, for Aquarius, thank you. Okay, all right, Aquarius. Things are going to start to move for you now. That's wonderful. So, you know, if you were panicking, freaking out, or just totally disappointed and depressed, the reprieve is coming. All right, so let me get my glasses on. Oh yes, Peonies, very nice. That's a great card. I love this card. Peonies, it is time to reap your rewards. Hello, settle in for a ride with Lady Luck. What can I tell you? Confirmation, absolutely beautiful. And such a beautiful summer flower. Gosh, okay, my favorite. And then we have summer berries. Okay, 34. So 28 could be important. What are we, the 18th? So you might start to hear news, I'm feeling. And you've got a 7. You've got a 6 of Wands, and you've got that Magician. So that's a 7. And I feel like things are just shifting. Your luck is changing for sure, but you've got the peonies here. So your rewards, 2 + 8 is 10. So again, finally this drought, this social drought, you know, is ending for you. And we're starting a new cycle for sure. And then with the summer berries here, we have a 34, which is another 7. So you've got 2 7s, you know, jackpot. We're heading closer to that, right? Summer berries. Be wary of picking your harvest too early and risking losing the sweetness of it all. So what that says to me, of course, I mean, it's time to reap your rewards, but pace yourself. You know, maybe people are starting to come out of the woodwork all of a sudden again. Just, you know, don't rush them. Okay. Don't rush yourself. You know, it's like, let things, you were put on pause for a reason, Aquarius. You know, maybe some of you needed to lick some wounds. Maybe you needed to do a little bit of healing. Maybe you needed to do a little bit of research. Maybe you needed to revise a plan. Maybe you needed time just to, you know, examine the fuzz in your navel. I don't know, but you know, it's like to play with the kids, or, you know, just to chill out and take in some of that sunshine. But anyway, but just, you know, pace yourself and listen to the natural rhythm of things. Okay. So don't push people to make decisions. Don't jump in yourself. Don't make rash decisions. This is very good though. This is really going in the right direction for you. Okay. Very nice. All right. Heading in the right direction, Aquarius. Okay. Let's see what else we have for Aquarius for the next 6 weeks. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Our next full moon is September the 7th, Sunday, September the 7th. So I don't think it's in Sagittarius. Honestly, I don't really know, but you'll have to look it up. But still, there could be an important something coming for you, to fruition for you during that full moon. And like I said, yeah, so we also had the 7, right? I said, well, there are 2 7s. So you might have 2 scenarios or 2 different types of opportunities coming to you, actually. So for example, maybe you're looking for a new place to live. So suddenly, you couldn't find anywhere, like there wasn't even room under a rock down the road. Suddenly it's like the most fabulous opportunity has presented itself, and you're getting a job, and you're, going out on a fabulous date, and whatever it is, right? Just because you've got the 2 7s and we've got a full moon here. So I think that's really interesting. Okay, meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Oh, fabulous. Okay, so full moon in Sagittarius. That's fiery, passionate. That's a yes. Actually, that's a yes to any question, anything you're hoping for, Aquarius. And full moon in Pisces, so that is your next, the sign after you, the zodiac sign following you. But this is a gentler energy for you. So this new cycle that you're going into, Aquarius, is definitely and infinitely less frantic, less fiery. Like you could have had confrontations with people, or you felt confrontational, or you felt people were confrontational with you, or whatever the case may be. Like fire, like a lot of action. And even though there wasn't any, I feel like you felt like you couldn't take action, but you just felt, I don't know, perturbed. All right, let's put it that way. With everything. I think you were just hot and bothered and, whatever. And that's okay. It happens to us all. And so there it is. Let's, not worry about it. It's like we've got beautiful things to look forward to ahead here. So that's what's important. But anyway, like I said, this new moon in Pisces, this is, again, something that's more gentle, loving, caring, easy, smooth. I feel like, it's like you're just kind of clicking or shifting into the groove now, after feeling like you just could not make any headway, no matter what you did. You couldn't rattle cages loud enough. You couldn't bang gongs loud enough. You just couldn't, make it, you couldn't shift it, could you? No, I know, I can see that. All right, my darlings, here we go. Let's see what else. Yeah. So just, make sure, I feel like you really want to make sure you're ready and you're worthy of the accolades coming. I mean, obviously, Aquarius, you are worthy of them, but let's make sure that people see that, okay? No one can read your mind. That's something that's very important. And we often forget that, well, why don't they know? Well, they don't know because we didn't tell them. All right, just saying. Conversely, we may need to tell people that, hi, I can't read your mind either. I mean, maybe I can a little bit, but not precisely. I'm not willing to gamble on it. All right, so there we go. All right, everybody, let's rock and roll with a little bit of tarot. Let's see, next 6 weeks. All right, knock, knock. Who's there? Oh, you're getting a call. You're getting some sort of a message of some kind. I really feel it. And whatever you've been doing, whatever you've been putting out there, I feel it's going to come back to you beautifully. Well, whatever you've been putting out there will always come back to you. So that's a fact. All right. In one way or another. Okay, my darlings, here we go. Let's get some more deets. Oh, yeah. Ace of Fire. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, new start, new project, new recognition, new ideas, new opportunities. This is great. Here we are. There's the ace, and there you are you've got a new start coming. Absolutely you do. New idea. And it's very you're taking inspired action as well, because whatever this is, I feel like you're locked into this a little, like your heart and soul is into this, Aquarius. So I really like that. And it's special to you. It's like, yeah, this is what I've been waiting for. This is not the crumbs and the whatever's been going on, right? Tower. Yeah. Some of you definitely moving. 100%. Yep. So we've got that Ace of Fire. So could be the 1st of this month or 1st of October. Yeah, very possible. It's interesting because, but I also feel that whatever you are moving into, whether it's literally moving your home or moving your career, your job, something, I feel that whatever you're going toward, Aquarius, is rock frigging solid. Yeah, Okay. Whereas before, I kind of feel like you might have been parking your tent on a little bit of an earthquake fault. You know what I mean? It's like it was just too tumultuous. It was never, you would have never been able to make whatever it was work because it wasn't on the right foundation. So, don't give up on your dream, because I feel like, you've got some other opportunity for your ultimate dream that you have, that you're going to be able to, make that dream happen. You're going to be able to manifest that through aligned action. Okay, things don't just happen. No matter what anybody says, we have to put some action in there, to some degree, for sure. But I feel it's like now you're able to make things come alive again, because you've got a solid offer of some kind, or you're going to a solid something, all right, which is very, very exciting. And I kind of feel, it's carved in stone, I just heard. So I finally feel for some of you, you're kind of really stepping into a destiny of some kind. It's going to be different for each and every one of you. The foundation of all of this, you have another ace. Look at this. You've got like this incredible balance between fire and water. Well, you put those together and that makes some steam, baby. So, I mean, take it as it resonates. But the Ace of Cups, Ace of Water here, I feel like for some of you, it's very similar. Capricorn had something similar. So some of you could be cusping on Capricorn. You could have Capricorn significant placement somewhere in your chart as well. Could be your North Node, maybe, which is good. But I feel like you're waking up to seeing life more gentle. It's like life, I kind of feel like you were viewing life as like your enemy, to be honest, is what the cards are suggesting to me here. And, but now it's like, okay, doors are opening for you. Opportunities have, reappeared. It's like you're stepping almost into your spring of life. It's like, wow, where there was like winter, wandering with, just nothing but snow, even though it's been hot as the dickens up here. But I feel it's like you're starting to see opportunities. Like when I see this pearl, that our seahorse has, he's curled his tail around, I feel it's like, it's a pearl of an opportunity. It's one pearl, but it's, one of many that is going to create, a beautiful design for you. And I feel it's kind of like you're starting to see that the world is your oyster again, which is beautiful. I love that for you. Look at this. So recent past energy, the Queen of Water. Now this is about healing, and it could be you, you could have been going through some healing. You've been some sort of catharsis. You may have just been, again, because nothing was happening, you might have just been doing a lot of self-care, a lot of reflection, just, doing you, which is fabulous. You obviously needed it from what I can see. Might as well make great use of your time if nobody else is out there answering your call. But I feel like you've come through some sort of a healing here, Aquarius. And this is somebody, you can see how serene she is now. And again, that makes total sense, because the foundation of all of this is finally seeing, that life does have beauty to offer. There is love around. We just have to open our eyes and look for it. Maybe it wasn't in the places that you were looking. And when I say love, Aquarius, I mean, yes, sure, romantic love, sure, absolutely. But just the love of humanity, okay? And I just feel that there's been some sort of a shift, a real shift in you because of this healing, right? And now something like I said, something has healed. And so now it's like you're ready to see things differently, because when we're not healed, we see everything through a very different lens. And depending on how we're feeling about, wherever we are on that healing journey, will depend on what we're seeing, because life reflects back to us, right? If we're feeling, grumpy and the hell with everybody, life's going to show that to you. The hell with you too, right? And that's what happens. But if you're feeling like, okay, you know what? Wow, you know what? There are good things. There, did a blah, blah, blah. Life will reflect that back to you, and you will see good people, right? Okay, I like it. And so I feel that's where you're heading. Ooh, yeah. So 8 of Pentacles here, Earth energy. This is the present energy, present time at this moment. Time is fleeting, but, in this moment in your world, this is where I think you've got another job, or you're working on something. Pentacles energy, that is your finance, career, your home life, definitely family for sure. But this is the card of the apprentice, and really trying to perfect a craft, right? The apprentice is learning something new. So some of you, so it's 8. Some of you are going to hear something this month, or possibly even the 8th of September, which would be a Monday. Because that full moon, I just remember telling you, that full moon on the 7th is a Sunday. So maybe that just churns everything, and suddenly, boom, it's like the end of that cycle of stasis and stagnation, right into, now here's a new job. And it may be something that is, a little out. Don't be afraid if it's outside of your comfort zone. You know what? You can do anything you put your mind to. So there's that. All right. So unless it's something you absolutely really hate, or it's illegal or whatever, if there's an opportunity to learn a new skill, to learn a new talent, to learn, to expand your mind in some way, Aquarius, here's your opportunity. But you are definitely working on something new, and you're trying to, it can also be, trying to catch up, to get up to speed with something. Because, when we all start something new, we're like, okay, I feel like we're behind the 8 ball a little bit. Well, that's okay. It takes time to catch up and get grooving with it, right? So that's all right. Be easy with yourself. Holy smokes. Definitely a new cycle for you. This is your immediate future. And, I want to say too about this 8 of Pentacles, some of you, you're wrapping something up, right? You've been working on something, and now you're either ready to present it, or you're done and you're like, okay, I don't need to go any farther. I've perfected, I've perfected my craft. So that's something for some of you. But anyway, moving forward, you're ready to take a leap of faith here. You've got you've got 2 aces, and you've got the Fool, and you have the Magician, which is a number 1. Your life is shifting mega time. And no kidding. What can I tell you? You've got 777, jackpot. Yep. And your energy presently is the Chariot. This is mind over matter. This is making things happen despite the odds, despite whatever. And it's also a card of success, but things are going to go very quickly. Like I said earlier, things are really going to take off. So make sure you've got everything organized. Make sure you don't have any excuse to delay moving forward on something. All right. Messenger of Earth. This is the energy around you. So yeah, I feel like for some of you, this is a job. This is definitely, proof of financial abundance, or abundance, prosperity. And, some of you have been maybe making great headway. Some of you definitely moving and grooving. Well, this is confirmation, keep going. Others of you, you may be, again, that challenge. You may be starting over from scratch. Things could have been a bit difficult. Maybe the coffers are getting a bit low. But this is, the energy here. So, but you must understand Pentacles energy, Capricorn, energy, Taurus energy, Virgo energy, it's like nose to the grindstone, right? It's like, think of the 3 little pigs. Earth energy is the eldest pig who, didn't build his house of straw, which the big bad wolf went and blew down. And they went running to the next brother who only built his house of sticks. And the wolf went huff, puff, blub. And then they went running to the older brother who built, took his time, made a plan, got organized, built his house of brick. Well, we know that the big bad wolf huffed and puffed and puffed and huffed and huffed and puffed and blew himself out, because there's no blowing down a brick house. That's the energy that's around you. Tap into that. Oh, 5 of Earth. Okay, so yeah. For some of you, you have been trying to, there's an expression that just came up, but I don't like it. It's called flog a dead horse, which is just gross. But I feel like, you've been beating something to death. You've been trying like hell to make something that is dead and dusted come back to life in some way. This is your advice, which is the 5 of Pentacles, which means, and this is like, feeling ostracized, feeling alone, feeling a part of, not a part of, but a part from, maybe would be better to say that. This is a card of finding other avenues of abundance, okay? So if things aren't working, read the signs and go, okay, you know what? That's it. That opportunity, that door is closed now. Now I need to find something else. Or, and something or something completely different, right? But this is alternate, an alternate way to get your abundance. Okay. So that is your advice. So if you're not happy somewhere or something is just not coming together, read the signs and synchronicities. Spirit is always speaking to us, and you know this, so I'm just here to remind you. But it's like, yeah, it's time to move on, right? You need something, or maybe you need a second gig or something like that. But I feel it's whatever it is, it's coming to you. So I feel like it's be open and aware, Aquarius. Outcome is 5 of Fire. Okay. In this position, I feel like 5 of Fire again, 5 of Fire was the, but you're out of that. You are now the 6 of Wands, which is exactly right, because it's like you've learned. I feel like, you've taken, what do I want to say? You've taken into consideration everything that's gone on. And I feel like, again, because you are healing, you're seeing things more, with a more open mind, right? You're more receptive to different ideas, which is really what this can be about as well. There could have been competition, challenges, scuffles, just all sorts of, like things back and forth. Yeah, all this jazz. But you know what? You learned something from it. And that is the point of life. Shit will always happen. But it's when we decide, okay, you know what, instead of going, what can I learn from that? What was my part in that? What did I do? What flags did I ignore? Because maybe I wanted something so much that I was willing to ignore the red flags, the signs and synchronicities and symbols, etc. And I just ignored them because I wanted what I wanted. Well, I get it, but I feel that you've learned from that. You've grown from that, Aquarius. And this has been great. And that is what is going to help you with that perspective, that understanding about yourself is what is going to help you in this fabulous new cycle that is coming your way. So I'm pretty excited about that. Oh, nice. Yep. Look at that. And 3 aces. My gosh, this is like crazy. Definitely you are getting a whole new life. Some of you, some of you might be going to the mountains or like northern where it's like very rocky and craggy. Get a feel for some of you. But there's a move, I'm telling you, for some of you, not all of you, obviously, although who knows, right? Maybe you're just switching your bedroom. You want to face south or north or whichever. But, but you've got the Ace of Pentacles and so this is a very, very positive sign that there is a new opportunity coming. So I love this for you. Let's get some oracle cards, some last messages for you, Aquarius. What a great reading. Wow, you have come a long way. You've gone through some sort of metamorphosis in a very short period of time. Although I think it was a long time wow, 3, boom. A long time coming. I think, you've been going through things for a while. It's just kind of like all of a sudden, click. All right, what do we have for you, my darlingy doodles? We have One Enchanted Evening. Let me get my spectacles on for this. Ooh, hello. All right, One Enchanted Evening. Ooh, the perfect night. I'm telling you, perfect night, perfect day. Something's coming up. Trinka 5. Oh my gosh, manifesting money and income high. What did I say? Yep. Getting that job interview or the job. Sun, the golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune, standing out, being recognized. Yes, Aquarius. Yes, yes, yes. Get ready. I'm telling you, get ready, get ready. It's going to be good. It's going to be epic. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Whew. Oh, okay. Let's give you that as a bonus. What's this? Planning. There you go. Now is the time to lay down the foundations for your future. Financial gains are more than likely. I mean, I hope you're listening. All right. This is amazing. All right. All right. I'll take 3. 1. 2. Oh, wow, you got a whole... No, that's too many. That's too many. No. Oh, goodness. What is this one, though? Personal riches. I'm telling you, you've got money coming to you, baby. I'm telling you. Small successes are likely now, and bigger ones are on the way. Finances could improve dramatically, but avoid get-rich schemes. Exactly. Watch that, just that slight trickster. And that's for yourself, too. Maybe no one's coming to, kind of try to drag you down the wrong path here, but just pay attention. Don't trick yourself, okay? Just be very aware of why you're doing what you're doing. Does it make sense? All right, let's get 1 or 2 more. If the 2 come out together, we'll do it. Oh, gosh, where'd that go? Uh-oh. Reinvent yourself. A transformation is taking place. Enjoy your new lease on life. I mean, seriously. And there you have it, my darlings. All right, Aquarius, you have some good times coming your way. Get ready, get prepared, get organized, do it now, whatever it is you need to, so that you are ready to jump into this fabulous new opportunity. All right, my darlings, you take very good care. Until next time, bye-bye.